And today I'm going to be doing like sort of a tutorial. I'm going to do a walkthrough of what I did to make the look that is shown above right here. I'm not going to redo it today just because I've already done a different look today and I don't feel like having to wash off all over again and everything. But I'm going to do a complete walkthrough of how I did it. Others might do it a different way, or they might have different things that they use to make their stuff with, like sculpting clay and stuff, but I don't have sculpting clay. I did, but I ran out of it, so I just don't feel like searching for it or going online to buy more right now when I can use like Play-Doh, and it's working just as well for me right now anyway, so I guess it's like a little hack that I have been using. But I'm still working on getting my little area set up, so bear with me. Today my living room will do just fine. But I guess first I'm going to show you everything that I used to make the look that I did today. This is from that. This is my little eye that was like gouged out, and this is just Play-Doh. All this is just Play-Doh, and then it has a coat of latex around it. So, there's that. This is my little eyeball. Yeah, which is just Play-Doh, and then with a latex coat around it as well. So it's all squishy, but it goes back to its form. And so any Play-Doh, it doesn't really matter what color. You can have any color that you want, really, depending on how you want the eyeball to look as well. I used white, but the latex covering over it will also give it a white shine. That's why it looks shiny. But you can also paint it as well as once you have it like rounded up into that ball, and then put latex over it. I got Vaseline, so when you are putting this on your eye, to keep your hairs, like your eyebrows and stuff, and your eyelashes from like coming off with it, just put a thin coat of Vaseline up around your eyebrow and on your eyelashes, and you'll be fine. Or anywhere else you're going to use latex, I swear. It makes it smoother coming off. It doesn't hurt as bad. It protects your like little hairs, especially if you're doing stuff around like your ears. It protects those from coming off, and it hurts. And I learned the hard way, but I learned. Some latex, which this is $9.84 at Walmart. Some people want like the more expensive latex, but I've had expensive latex that this works just as well. I feel like some other people might not feel that, but I feel that it works just as well. I guess it all depends on who's working with it. A cotton ball, or however many that you'll need. This is like a little measuring cup that I just pour my latex in, and it actually just peels right on out. If you want to reuse it for something, it just peels right on out. Little cotton swabs, they do come in handy, and I actually use them to put on the latex on my skin, because like a paintbrush and stuff, the latex is going to mat up, and then it's just going to be a mess, and these actually work really well for me. Okay, so the first thing that I did was I molded my little eye gouged. So what I did was I just took some Play-Doh and I just molded it down until it was all flat, and then I took a cotton swab and I just circled out a hole in like an upward motion so that this would come up. And then what I did was I took my little jar there and container, and I just dipped it in the latex, and then I just set it aside to let it dry. It dries really fast, especially on Play-Doh, so 5 minutes and it's dry, and you can do whatever you want with it, and it's staying the way that you molded it. Okay, so I moved that out of the way. For my eyeball, what I did was I took some more Play-Doh, and then I rolled it up into a ball like this. This is a little bit bigger than my eye, but you can make it as big as you want, as small as you want, that's all you. And I cut the end off of a cotton swab, and I put it through the eye on the back, which you can decide which way is front and back. It really don't matter in the end, to be honest with you. And then what I did was fill this up with latex, and I just rolled this around in there. And then I had a little pile of Play-Doh, and I just stuck it in there so that it will hold it up straight. Don't worry if latex comes down onto here. It's not going to mess anything up or bother with it or nothing. Because once it dries, which it dries really fast, 5 minutes tops, you can just pull it off. And when you're pulling it off, it's actually stretching some latex on the back, which helps make these little squigglies there. And for the rest of these, I took a cotton swab, and I just had latex on it, and I just did a straight line over and over and over again, a few different lines. And then once that dried, which took a little bit longer on the surface that I used, I just peeled it up and then pulled it, and it made a bunch of individual one of these. The same with the latex and latex, once you stick it together, it really sticks. So I just stuck it to here, and then I added a little bit with a cotton swab of latex to really hold it firm there. And then it stays. It's not going nowhere. It's woo. Okay. And then I painted this just like a red coat at first. I wasn't gonna add detail to it. It was actually on my face, so I know like the depth and how deep, and I wanted it to look like it was going and stuff. And what I did was I added a little latex going around my eyelid and then underneath it after the Vaseline is on there, so don't forget the Vaseline. And then I just pressed it to it. Once you let it dry on your skin for at least like a minute or two when it starts to get sticky, and then press this to it, and then this sticks like latex to latex, excuse me. It sticks like almost right away. And then what I did with the cotton ball, I rolled it out and tore it in half. And then while this was on my face right here, you want it to blend in, like going in instead of like just a crease where you can tell like, you just pushed something there. So you want it to blend into your skin. So while that was on there, I just took pieces of the cotton ball, and then around it, while it's on your face, I guess I'll show you, while it's on there, you take the cotton ball and put it around it like this. Take that cotton swab with latex and just gently go around, and then make sure you get the edges of it matted down so that it'll look like it's actually coming from your skin. And then that will it takes a little bit longer to dry, just because this is absorbing it and it's soaking up, so it does take a little bit longer to dry. But then you want to use whatever foundation you have to match it to your skin tone. And then once you have it matched to your skin tone, then that's when you can go in and you start to create the depth of the wound that you want. If you want it your skin color, you could have made it your skin tone just to make it like a wound that's like healing, but I wanted it to be like bloody and like fresh and weird and gory because I like that type of stuff. But so I made mine like this color. It did darken up over, it's been a few days since I did it, it's been about a week, so it darkened up over time, but once it was finished, it was really bright red and like gooey and stuff, and I loved it. And with this, you just take, like, you can buy like fake blood at Walmart. It's about the same as this, and you get a big old bottle, or you can make your own like cornstarch and like food dye or red colored food dye and stuff. But you just have your little container. You can use a different one, but you just dip the little stringies in there And then so when you pull it up, like, it starts to bleed down onto the eye and stuff, and it starts to look real. And however you want to place the eye, you can actually, once this is secure right there, you can actually latex it to the inside of it. We'll just add a little just more latex, and then you can actually have the eyeball like hanging out if you want. Me, I stuck it in my mouth being weird and just like had it hanging down, and then I had little pictures of me, you know. So that's just the way that I do my things. But other than that, it was really easy. Just draw on the iris of the eye and stuff, whatever color that you choose, whatever you want. And I did like little veins, for like, you know, small detail, because small detail really matters in the big picture. But other than that, it took about 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, I'd say. Mostly what took a while was just the latex drying through the cotton ball onto my skin up through here. And then just design however else you want it. Just make it your own. Make it however you want. You can make the hole bigger, more gory, do whatever you want. But this is just a method that I used when I was making this specific look. So I hope that helped. If you did want to create something like this, and I hope you liked it. Hopefully next time I will be able to have my little setup, so like a backdrop and everything, and then my better camera so that it's not a little grainy and stuff. But in due time I will get there. But until now, thank you.